can hear you well. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, all right. How's it going in camp in there, man?
Everything's going well, bro. We're excited, man. We leave tomorrow, so I can't wait, man. It's a big fight. Something
Uh-huh.
we've been working so hard for, and it's exciting, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to get to Las Vegas.
Yeah, yeah. We just were discussing that the people here in the chat, and we were just discussing how David came a long ways back from where he was before, and
Yeah, I know.
yeah, yeah. With all the rumors going out, with all the rumors about this and about that, I don't want to get into them. But now he's really serious and excited about this fight.
No, for
So,
sure. That to be honest, we're not ashamed of it. Things happen.
mhm,
Thank God it happened in early in his career. It was a blessing in disguise.
mhm,
Hopefully this lesson works for the other fighters. That so they don't have to go through. But it was great, man. To be honest with you, I'm thankful to God that that happened early in his career, and we were able to control it. Otherwise, if
mhm.
I would have hide it or something, or they wouldn't catch him. I think he would have
Mhm.
continued, and it would be a little bit too late. But thank God, everything's going great. Super motivated. He's super focused, very mature, and
Mhm.
they woke up the Mexican out of him, the Mexican monster out of him on this fight, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I want to get into that a little bit. I seen the press conference. Okay, the press conference with you, Kellen Plant, and David. Now I said, well, maybe they're selling the fight, or is there really bad blood there? And I
Yeah, it
said,
is. It
so
is.
it is
It
bad.
is. It
Yeah,
is
it
real
definitely.
bad blood. I'm gonna tell you right now what happened. Um, we used to train in the same gym where he got kicked out. By the way, I already paid his dues. I already talked to the owner, to make sure he's coming back, so he doesn't have
Mhm,
any excuses. So that he's welcome. He's ready to go. I talked to the owner, and he can come back, no problem.
mhm,
But what happened was, that yeah, when that came out that he tested positive for recreational drugs,
mhm.
um, it really hurt me a lot, bro. And if you have sons or anybody has sons, you never want to hear something like that. So
Yeah.
I went up to this man, and as a man I am, I told him, listen, man, I'm gonna ask you as a father, please, can you stop talking about drugs and all that, against David? You could say you're gonna kick his ass, you're gonna do whatever, and whatever you want, but that I'm begging you, bro. It's hurting me, bro. And as a
Right.
man,
Right.
I'm counting and I'm asking you. And he said, you know what? Yes. He looked at my eyes. I said, yes, no problem. I will stop that. Next morning, man, he did it again, man. So that's when I said, you this
Wow.
motherfucker. So that made it personal. And from then on, we've been trying to fuck him up. And to be
Yeah.
honest,
Cause
I'm not
you
holding
was
back. I'm not
go
holding
ahead. Go ahead.
back, man. I went and I begged him as a man. I begged him not to do that, and he gave me his
Uh,
word. But he's not. As a man, I have no respect for him.
right.
Uh, if you Google the story behind Caleb Plant, you'll see what I'm talking about. Why I don't have no respect as a man, as a
Mhm,
fighter. He's a great fighter. He's a dangerous fighter. He's a very smart fighter, and he's at where he's at because he is a good fighter. And we're not taking
mhm,
him lightly. We're treating him like a world champion. But at the end of
mhm.
the day, we're not afraid of nobody, bro. You know how Team Benavidez will call anybody. We're here to
Right.
test our skills, and that's what we train for. We want to give the fans the fights that they deserve. So we're not afraid of nobody. It doesn't matter. We're not afraid to lose our undefeated records or fight anybody. At the end of the
Mhm.
day, boxing is a short career, so we're just trying to do as much as we can to make history.
Okay. Okay. Now, do David has the game plan? Well, Kellen Plant. He's a great mover, and of course he asked for a bigger ring, and of course that's for a reason, because David is a big puncher, and David, well, of course, like trainers like Derry James. I just mentioned that. Okay. What he's saying is that what Kellen Plant gonna have to do is move. But David is a great way. He cuts off the ring great, and that's the problem that Kellen Plant has. He has a stamina problem. All right. Now, the deeper you
Yeah,
go in the fight, the
yeah,
deep,
of
yeah,
course.
Mm-hmm.
This is what makes this fight so exciting because
Mm-hmm.
David, we know what David does. We know what
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Plant does. So
Mm-hmm.
the question is, who has the better skills at what they do? You know, is it the brawler or is it the boxer mover? You know,
Mm-hmm.
so a lot of people say that Caleb Plant is going to make David look like an amateur. A lot of people said that David's going to knock out Caleb Plant. That's what makes this fight so exciting. And you know what? I'm pretty sure David's going to fuck this guy up. You know, we're going to break those fucking ribs. We're going to break that fucking jaw. My satisfaction will
Talk
be
that shit, Jose.
don't get up. You know, stay in the stool. Stay in the stool. You know, don't fucking get
Uh-huh.
up. I want to say, I want him say no mas. That would be
Uh-huh.
my satisfaction. But at the end of the day, you know, no disrespect to no fighters, you know, or
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Plant. This is
Mm-hmm.
boxing, bro. This is what it's all
Right.
about. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
break jaws, you gotta break ribs, you know. I mean, there's nothing nice about it. You know, we're training to destroy this fucking guy. He's
Mm-hmm.
training to destroy us too, you know. His big
Mm-hmm.
satisfaction is for us to be knocked out, you know. Ours is the same thing. So every fighter goes in there with the mentality of knocking people out, destroying people out. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it sounds bad, but at the
Exactly.
end of the day, that's what it is. People want to see blood. People want to see knockouts. You know, they don't want to fucking see a boring fight. So I'm being honest with you. You know, this is what we
Mm-hmm.
train for. We're fucking animals. We're monsters. That's why Mike Tyson called him the Mexican monster, because
That's
that's
right.
what we're gonna start to do. We're gonna leave our hearts inside the ring, and we're happy. We're super motivated with this fight, and we have a chance. We cannot throw away. We can't just win the fight, man. We have to look impressive in order to go to the
Exactly.
next level.
Yes, sir. Exactly. When I interviewed David, that's when y'all first got the fight, and he was very excited about it. First pay-per-view, and like you said, that's his opportunity. A road to Canelo, a road to maybe Morrell or Charlo. If not,
Exactly.
if not, 175. You know, and but I think he can be uh, 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 um, very dangerous at 168 right now. You know,
Yeah, for
if
sure. He's only 26 years old, man. Caleb Plant
uh,
was 30, 31, somewhere around there. Look at David, man. He's super young, bro. And to be where
yes,
he's at, a three-world champion. I don't know why people keep saying that he's a two-time world champion. He fought for the interim world title, you know, so
mhm,
that makes him a
right,
champion too. So, I
right,
mean, look where
mhm,
he's at, bro. You know, he defended his belts, he lost his belts, he got his belts back. Now he's an
mhm,
interim world champion. You know, he has three belts. So, I mean, we're going to continue. You know, we have a lot to prove. And we are
mhm,
doing that at 26 years old. You know, he's super motivated, super focused. You're going to see a different David. You're going to see the real Mexican monster, March 25th.
wow, wow. You know what? And another thing, just on the move a little downward, we got Jose Venezuela, Rayo, all right, and we know he's fighting Chris Colbert. And he's out of that camp also with Pacheco. I mean, y'all put it together a great camp. And you know, and a matter of fact, owe it all to you because you started the whole thing on the whole because you used to be a fighter yourself, you know, and
No, 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 no. You know, and I've been telling everybody, man, I never fought in my life. I never laced up no gloves in my
you
life, bro.
didn't. Mm,
No, no, I didn't know nothing about boxing until I was like 26, 27 years old. I would just
mm,
see the fights. I want to see knockouts. I want to see blood. I just want to get
mm.
drunk, you know,
Right.
and have a good time with my friends, man. But since there, you know, I fell in love with boxing. I became
Mm,
obsessed with boxing. I study everybody. I keep
mm,
learning every day. I was
mm,
Freddie's assistant for 4 years. Then I went to the Diaz brothers in Coachella. Then I went
oh,
to Robert Garcia for another year and a half, and I end up like 2, 3 years with Abel Sanchez. And I'm still learning, bro. I learn from the best, and you know I'm
mm,
still learning. But I didn't know nothing about boxing, man. And to be where
mm,
I'm at right now, you know, it's a dream come true. It's I'm super proud of all my fighters, you know, and the only thing
mm.
that there's no secret to success that wake up, work hard, stay focused on what you're doing, you know, and leave all those distractions to the side.
Yeah, 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 exactly. Because come Saturday night, and I know David, he looked great. I know he's gonna make weight, no problem with that. I know y'all focus on that. And now with Kellen Plant, are you worried about the all the movement? Are you worried about the
No,
last
not
fight?
at all. Not at all. I'll tell you right now. I've been studying Caleb Plant for almost 5 years. We've been wanting this fight for 5 years. I talked to his manager like
Mhm,
about 3, 4 times before, and to make that fight happen. No, they didn't want to make it. They didn't want to make it. Finally, he
mhm,
felt trapped. he felt pressure to take this fight. He didn't want to take that fight. So that's why he demanded, he wanted all these things just so I can say no to one thing, and then he can say, I wanted the fight. I didn't want to accept the fight. So I say, give him everything he wants. No problem. He wants to come as the champion. Let him come as a champion. No problem. He wants a 22 foot boxing ring. Give him the 22. So we
Wow.
gave everything he wanted just to make that fight
Mhm.
happen and give you guys a good fight. But I'm not worried. I've been studying him. I know what he does. He does everything very well. He does. He's a good fighter, man. It's a dangerous fight. But like I said,
Mhm.
I got the Mexican monster. The good thing about David, I've been training him since he was 2 years old.
Yeah.
He
Mhm.
fired his trainer. I think
Mhm.
if he was smart, he would have kept his trainer because he got him to a world title. He knows them very well. He has all these
Mhm.
trainers now. There's two trainers that he got. They're good trainers. Don't get me wrong, but
Mhm.
it takes like about 3 to 4 fights to adjust and know each
Right.
other.
Right.
So what? Guess what? I have an
Mhm.
advantage. I have a bigger fighter, a better fighter, and we've been together forever. And Davis, this camp has super been motivated. He woke up the monster out of David Benavidez.
Yes, yes. That's why I was telling everybody he been working his tail off in this, especially this camp for this fight. I mean, we had a show yesterday. We were talking about how David got abs, and we'd never really seen that before. And that made me
Yeah, and
say he been really.
a lot of
Mm-hmm.
fighters, what they go through, they learn from it, so they become
Mm-hmm.
better. Others, they just end up their careers. But David's a different breed. He learned from every mistake that he did, and he has my grandson now, super motivated, super happy. And when I talk to him, I don't even recognize him, bro. To be honest, he's in another level. I remember seeing Mike
Wow.
Tyson. Like, who the fuck is this guy? This guy is crazy. The way they talk, the way they act, the way that
Mm-hmm.
they're so confident. Floyd Mayweather, so now I understand. They're on another level, bro. I'll tell
Right.
you. Even though he's my son, I don't even recognize David. I don't recognize the Mexican monster, man. He's like beyond,
Mm-hmm.
of his years, So I'm super motivated. He gives me a lot of confidence. That's why I
Uh-huh.
talk a lot of shit. Now we gotta back all this shit up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now that's the problem I want to ask you. Are you afraid of that Kellen Plant is getting into his head a little bit, and
No,
that
no, not at
that
all. He's super smart. Like I said, he's on another level, man. He's super
right?
motivated, super focused. You never seen David talking shit. You never seen David that way, acting that way.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, he's controlling all his emotions. But that helps him to get motivated and keep training hard and keep learning and keep finding ways how to fuck them up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's with me too. I mean, like, hey, I'm behind them, support them.
Right.
And, you only live once, man. We're enjoying every minute of it. We're super happy with all the publicity where we're at. I want to
Mm-hmm.
thank Al Heyman for this opportunity, and Samsung that believed in us and my whole team. It's not just about me either. It's the whole team. Caleb Plant has like one coach and a strength
Mm-hmm.
condition. Shit, I got two strength conditionings. I got
Mm-hmm.
fucking five guys that are assistants, because we
Wow.
can't fucking take no shots, So, and I've been
Right.
doing this forever. So I think we have a
Mm-hmm.
better team. We're better prepared, and we're ready to go to war, man. We're ready to go to war right now. So I can't wait. We're ready. We're ready to go.
Okay, great, great. Yeah, Sam's a good guy. I talks to him a lot, and he's a great guy. So and yeah, and Heyman gave David that opportunity, and like David said, that he wanted to fight, some big names and top guys, and Heyman said no problem. I make it happen, and he made it happen. I'm glad for David. This is
Yeah,
a
we're
shot.
we're we're
You know,
we're here, man. We're not afraid of. We called up Bubu Andrade. We called up Charlo. We
Mm,
called up David Morrell. We'll fight any of these guys. No question. And these are
mm,
the fighters that Canelo didn't want to fight, and a lot of people are trying to avoid. A lot of
mm,
people are talking shit about Andrade that he's slick, he moves, he's a boring fighter. Well, fucking fight him. They don't want to
right,
fight him. You know.
right,
I mean, all these guys, we'll fight anybody, At the end of the day, we're not saying that we're better than nobody, but
right.
we're focused, we're ready. We're ready to go and test our skills to see where we at.
Yeah. See, now if the attitude you got, the attitude your camp has, this is what Boston fans like us we've been waiting on. We want to see the fights. We want to see the big fights. We want to see you all fight each other. We don't want to see this side on this side of the street because you can't fight this guy or this or money or whatever it gets in the way. We want to see great fights. And this is going to be a great fight, and this will open doors up for David to make more great fights. And like you
Yeah.
say, you all say you will fight anybody, so I would love to see that because Canelo's fighting John Ryder. John Ryder. And he had an opportunity to fight David Benavidez. So once
I, I, I,
David,
I'll, tell, I'll tell you something. My respect for Canelo Alvarez, the best pound for pound in the
mhm,
world. He has accomplished so much, you know. But at the end of the day, we have a new sheriff in Las Vegas, you know,
mhm,
and that's the Mexican monster, you know.
mhm,
Now, Canelo, in order to come and fight in Las Vegas, he's gonna have to ask for permission because those ticket sales are going down because the opposition of fighters he's fighting, you
right,
know.
right, yep, yep. They said it, man, and in the chat they said they love your confidence, man. They love the confidence. Yeah, I like it too. I like that. I like the way,
Well, in life, you gotta be confident of what you do. Only crazy people do good things. You know, if you're not crazy, you're not gonna go nowhere. You know,
mhm,
we're waking up super early, man. I've been proving myself with all these fighters that I have. You know,
mhm,
and we see the quality of fighters. You know, for me, not knowing anything. You know, I have David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, Jose Benavidez Jr., Jose Valenzuela. I have Diego Pacheco. Daniel Blancas, you know, and Diego
wow,
Pacheco's brother. So I have a good stable, bro. And you know,
yeah,
it's not easy, but shit, it's a big responsibility. But we love what we do.
wow. Now, how do you do now? I know some trainers, they do a rotation with the fighters. It depends on who have a fight coming up. Now, how do you manage to do that with all? I know you got assistants, but how do you train and watch
You
and
know,
help?
the funny shit, like I said, you know, I didn't know nothing about boxing, bro. I grew up in
Mhm,
the streets. I got a lot of street smarts. You know, I grew up in Mexico when my mom separated when I was 2 years old, man. I was molested, I was abused, I was fucked, everything that you can think, you know, until I was 11 years old. That's when I came to United States. But thank God, you know, uh, God put me in this positions, you know, to get strong. What didn't kill me made me stronger, man. And you know, I got street smarts, you know, and I manage all these guys that I just mentioned. You know, I don't know who does that in boxing. You know, I've done a great job doing managing, and I think David's one of the highest pays at 168. Junior was paid. He just came out on a movie, Creek 3.
yeah,
And I'm
yeah,
super
I saw that.
excited for that, man. So when you say how do I manage all that, man, it's all about being consistent, being disciplined, and you know I have, like I said, I have like about 5, 6 assistants and strength conditioning guys, you know, and we're family, man. This is not because of me. This is because of everybody, bro. That behind the team, you know, that I
Mm,
have. You know, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. You know, so it's a good team that we have together, and everything goes very smooth, man. You know, everybody's fighting. You know, and everybody so far so good. You know, we've been doing
mhm,
very well. So at this point, I don't think I'm gonna get any more fighters because I will not be able to do what I'm doing now. Enough is enough, you know. And
right.
I think this is where I stop and continue doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, yeah, because you're having a lot of success. Well, Ryo, he's bouncing back this Saturday.
It's a big
Against,
fight. He has a very, very tough fight. You know, Colbert,
mhm,
I'm a follower. I'm a fan of Colbert. You know, I never thought we were going to fight Colbert. I like his style. Very dangerous fighter. Super talented. You know, but at
mhm,
the end of the day, both of these guys need this fight. You know,
yes,
they're both coming from a loss. And, you know, let's see who wants it more, who wants to bounce back. The one that loses is going to go all the back to the line. So at the end of the day,
right,
I do my job too, you know, and Rayo has to do his job. You know, he lost ground a little bit, and it's. I mean, I'm here. I've been here the whole training camp, and you see what I've been doing. So it's up to him to see where he wants to be at.
okay, 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 yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing Ryo come back, Jose, come back and bounce back. I think he's a talented fighter. Now I'm looking to see how David look also. Now I seen how he looked a little bit with the the pictures and everything, how he lost the weight, him and Ryo together, and I can't wait to see how the game plan is going to work out. Of course, I know you can't talk about it, but I want to see how David looks against a Plant. Now, Plant, of course, like I say, he's going to jump in, he's going to jump out, he's going to move, he's going to try to pop shots David, and of course, David's going to try to walk him down, and hopefully, back him up against the ropes. And that's pretty much, I have seen David really go in on a lot of fighters once they get cornered or on the ropes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, this is a fight that is pretty simple to understand, and
Mm,
for everybody, boxing. A lot of people know boxing.
mhm.
So I mean, there's no secret. There's no, you have a boxer and you have a brawler.
Right.
I heard his trainer said that I'm wrong because they're trying to make Caleb Plant believe that he has pop, that he has power in his hands. So,
Mhm,
I mean, that's good if they're trying to do that. I'm gonna
mhm,
applaud them for doing that to make
mhm,
Caleb stay there so he could get knocked out. That would do me a favor. I don't. As
mhm.
soon as Caleb Plant, feels those shots, he's gonna start getting on his bicycle and move, run, 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 and box.
Right.
Um, I mean, the coaches are not the ones that are going to take the shot. So whatever they tell them, he's gonna do what he does best. Is boxing.
Mhm.
That's what he does best. If I had Caleb Plant, I would tell him, "Fuck, don't stay in front of David. Do what you do. Throw your punches and get out. Throw your punches and get out." And that's what
Right.
he does. So they're trying to say that, um, they're trying to say they want to make him believe that he does have pop because he dropped Anthony Durrell. Who the fuck has he knocked out before that? That looked
Right.
impressive. So
Right.
he stays there. He's in trouble. When he stayed with Duskategi there, he got in trouble. He got almost dropped with an uppercut.
Yeah.
When he stayed with the guy that uh um was a little bit old, I forgot his name. He got hit a lot with a lot of right hands. So uh, it just happened that he got him with a good shot. My respect. It was an awesome knockout, but
Mhm.
the fight was very close, man.
Yeah.
Super close, and it was just that shot, and hopefully he gets confidence off of that and stays and brawls with David a little bit, and let's see what happens.
Yeah. I don't think David's a hard puncher. He knows that. And everybody knows that. And he's not going to stay in front of him. Most trainers saying that Callum Plant is going to get it on his bike or do a lot of movement. Then once David get close, jump out and clinch.
Yeah,
Now David's gonna have to try to refuse that clinch, because I think he's stronger than Plant, and Plant gonna have to get back on boxing and jabbing, and David got the longer reach, so
yeah.
that's how I see it playing. That's how I
Yeah,
see it.
and that's the
You know.
beauty about boxing, man.
Mm,
We have to do what we do best, and he has to do what he does best, and see who's more
Right.
successful at
Mhm.
that, and who prepare themselves very well. So, it's a challenge, man. It's not an easy fight. We're not underestimate them. It's tough, and but in our minds, we're fucking warriors, man. There's no thinking about losing, man. The confidence we have and how we're coming in, man. And at the end of the day, we're careful. We're not going to just jump in there and try to knock him out. That's not the case either. We're going to
Oh
try to
yeah.
break him down. We're going to see what he has, and we're going to adjust every round and figure him out.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now let me ask you a question about this. You said you're about to leave to go to Vegas. What I don't know when you're gonna leave, but how do a trip from training camp to where you're gonna fight at? How does that play out? How do you leave? What do you do when
Well,
you get there? Do
we're
do you
ready. We're ready. We just maintain the weight is good. The hard work or it's already done. The sparring and all that. We just maintain. We just stay fresh. Um, and nothing special. We go
Mhm.
there, we move a little bit. We're gonna have a media workout and we run a little bit. And like I said, it's only we're just focused on the weight now. We're on
Okay.
weight. We just maintain and let the body recuperate, from all that hard work and be fresh, 100%
Okay.
on the day night of the fight.
Oh, oh wow, great, 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 man. Because I know you've been busy, I know you've been busy all last week, and I know this week is going to be a busy week. And I know this cut weight, week, but David looking good, and I appreciate you coming in today. We
Thank you,
rooting for
thank you,
you. Yeah, we rooting for you, and I know I am. Because David, I'm a big fan of.
thank you. We're not gonna let you down. Or the people
Mhm.
that supporting us. At the end of the day, we have to prove ourselves. We know that. In order to get more fans,
Mhm.
and we're gonna until we retire, we're gonna have that pressure, and we gotta still keep proving. Even though I think Canelo has fought a lot and has proved a lot, but when you're a champion, there's new blood coming in, and the only thing
Mhm.
that everybody's asking is for David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, against
Yep.
Canelo Alvarez. I mean, he's gonna feel the pressure, and until he doesn't fight him, they're gonna keep bugging him, because I
Right.
mean, he's a champion and he's there. So people want to see him with new blood and see what he does.
Mhm.
Everybody has their time, and I think Canelo's time is kind of over. So he should have fought a little bit earlier. But now, as the time goes by, guess what? David's getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah, yeah. We were just talking about that, about how Canelo is only 32 years old with 70 fights under his belt, and
Yeah.
and now it seems like he's declining. I don't know. He lost the love for the sport.
No, no. I think in my opinion, because I've been doing for a long time. The kid,
Mhm.
fought since he was 16 years old. Started a professional fight, and when
Wow.
when you're fighting professional, you work very hard in training camp. And he's a very dedicated, very disciplined guy
Yeah. Yes,
that
he is.
he just put a lot of miles on the training camps, not on the fights. The training camps is the ones that wore you out. And his mind wants to go up, but now he loves golf. He plays golf now. He has a lot of
Right.
businesses now. He's starting to party a little bit, something that he didn't do because he was very
Right.
disciplined. So now,
Right.
guess what? That that's not good for you.
Right. Right. Exactly. Especially coming from his background and being dedicated. Now, will you say, let's just say Canelo, just for the sake of it, will you say David would be the next face of boxing at the upper weight class?
Right now, to be honest, I'll tell you right now, we're super focused on this fight, on Caleb Plant fight. We can't overpass that. We have to
Okay.
look impressive, and that's what we're looking for. I would love to see that, but before that, there's some tests we gotta pass by flying colors, and and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to focus on this
Very
test,
smart.
uh,
Mhm.
and 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 look as impressive as we can be in order to be qualified to go to the next level.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know what? That's very true. And you don't want to go ahead of yourself. You want to
Yeah,
take
no, for
care.
sure, for sure.
Right. You want to take
Step
care of
by
a person.
step, step by step.
Yeah.
We're so confident. We work hard, and I'm pretty sure Caleb Plant worked super hard for this fight too. But our mind right now is Caleb Plant. We got to break those fucking ribs. We got to break that jaw. In order to shut them up.
Right, right, right. Yes, sir. Well, we're gonna be rooting for you, man, and I thank you for your time, and I
Thank you.
appreciate it. Yes,
And
sir.
thank you
And
to all your fans. Thank you to all your fans. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Um, and I want to thank the fans for all that support. Thank you. Take care.
okay, thank you. All right, take care. All right.